Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Legend Lore Chats on the Brawlhalla Lore YouTube channel. I am Baron Dipitus, and with me is Ashy Arts.
Hello.
Now today we are talking about Asuri, and quick disclaimer here, my controller is out of batteries, and I'm not in a position to change them right now, so I'm going with keyboard for the first time ever in my life. We'll see how this goes. Where's the, oh, I was typing and not actually, okay. I don't know how I feel about this.
Alright, so the first 5 minutes, I'm just gonna teach him the basics.
Okay.
So you know how to, like, shift, you can dodge.
That's a little too advanced for me right now. Okay, that's quick attack, and I pick it up with this, and it's like I'm learning the game all over again. Maybe this does not feel comfortable at all. I like controllers so much better. Dodge button is that one. Anyway, I wonder if it might be better for you to just fight bots for a little bit while I read the lore, because there's no way. Anyway, I have to concentrate more. Oh, nice! Did not expect that to work. Dang it! That was the throw button. Anyway, maybe after this, if you're okay with it, you might need to. Fight against bots. That might be better.
Yeah.
I'm happy to stay in this room though.
Alright, that's fine. Play as Asuri and we'll whoop some booty with some hard bots. Hey.
There we go. I'm doing reasonably well. By now we would have read through some of the lore and stuff, but I'm just concentrating too hard. For once in my life, I'm actually being a tryhard or sweaty or whatever you call it. But that's only because I don't know how to push the buttons and move and stuff.
I do. I set him up on the controls because I play keyboard, since I'm one of those people who don't have controllers.
Yeah.
I have a GameCube, but I need to find a way to configure it.
Yeah, I have a Switch, and I'd love to use Switch controllers or something. But I do have, the controller I do have is a battery-operated Steam controller, actually. Although, I think I may want to get one of those Xbox controllers sometimes for laptop games. Go for it. You know what, I'm just gonna let myself get yeeted off the stage here. Can you tell that I'm just not used to this? Just by the way I'm moving around. Normally, I know all the, I know how to chase dodge and gravity cancel and do all the.
No, he doesn't.
What do you mean? You've seen me do stuff like that before. You've seen me
No, I didn't.
go back, dash backwards and stuff. But I just. Oh, there's a dodge button. How appropriate. Okay, well.
Oh, furball. Alright, get out.
I'm trying to. Oh, next is the C button. Okay, yeah, I'm spectating. There we go.
Can I get it harder? Why is the bot stuck?
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
Right. I need this in my life.
So you can either need this in your life. You can either read Lucian's quote or Asuri's quote.
I do Asuri.
Okay.
Meow.
Where'd you pull that from? Kazakhstan, or was it Myanmar? Lucian to Bryn, who is not listening.
Bryn's just like, I don't need this.
I don't need. Yeah, I'm done with you.
I'm done with this kind of stuff. I'm used to it. Like the amount of fun I've gotten.
Okay.
People hate me.
This place is mine now.
That's a Good voice for
You're
her,
saying
actually.
it like that.
Asuri looking down into Valhalla. As the story goes, the villages along the Arit River on the Punjab border were proud of their guardian. Proud and more than a little scared. The tiger was a gift from Rama, they said, though a gift rarely seen. Years might pass with only a giant paw print in the mud of the riverbank to prove that the tiger still prowled the forest between the villages. But when raiders from the north or soldiers from the south came to steal and oppress, the signs of the tiger would appear. Bodies of invaders high in the trees, a would-be warlord mauled in his tent, an entire brigand camp shattered as though a typhoon had struck. And the villagers would wonder that anyone was left in the world so ignorant or so arrogant as to be heedless of their protector. As for the tiger, she barely remembered being a girl. She remembered being 12 and discovering with horror that her once noble family, anointed protectors of the valley, now grew richer than when outsiders came to plunder. She remembered her wicked uncle lashing her to the temple altar and conjuring the tiger spirit to devour her, and she remembered fighting so long and so hard that in the end, she didn't know who had devoured whom. In Valhalla, Asuri has claimed the tournament as her territory and sets upon challengers to her domain with savage fury. The connections I found with Asuri were as follows. Asuri spoke with Jala when Rayman entered Valhalla. The conversation went something like this. Have you seen the new guy? Things are getting weird around here. You're an actual cat. That's fair. And then finally...
This bot plays like a silver.
And then the enigmatic Asuri, not Yuri, Asuri, has a quiet bond with Yumiko. So the two of them are friends for some reason. I don't know. You can kind of see it. They're both...
Fan art.
Yeah. But those are the connections I found that isn't explicitly stated in Asuri's lore, because we already know that Bryn is the one who brought Asuri to Valhalla, and then Lucian goaded Bryn about it. But yeah, so Asuri, the anthropomorphic cat or werecat or something, although she's not really a werecat. She doesn't. I mean, we already have a werewolf later on, but. Asuri obviously comes from like the India region, like the country of India, right? I tried looking up that area, the Arit River on the Punjab border, and I did find the Punjab border. The weird thing is I could not find an Arit River anywhere. I thought, oh, you almost got that bomb kill there, or that bomb hit. I don't know. I hate to see that happen.
Hush. This bot is hush.
But anyway, that area though, like the best I could come up with was that the area of Punjab makes up part of the present day Pakistan-India border is kind of where the area of Punjab is now. The region is so named because Punjab means 5 waters or 5 rivers, and so there are like 5 main rivers that go through the region. But there is a river that runs along that border. It's called the Ravi River. So I don't know where Arit is coming from. I have no idea. Also, a funny thing, when Lucian said Kazakhstan or Myanmar, those are obviously like that's obviously referring to Pakistan and Myanmar and Myanmar.
Myanmar.
So Pakistan and Myanmar. So if we assume that it is Pakistan instead of Kazakhstan, it should be noted that let's see. So Myanmar is where what is it? Present day. It's also known as Burma, which shares part of its western border with India. So although Lucian was trying to be mean, it's very interesting to see that the two countries he referenced are actually on either side of where Asuri actually is from. So he wasn't that far off, really. So, which I think is funny. Like if you took the literal average of the two locations he mentioned, then you would be where Asuri is from. It is said the tiger was a gift from Rama. So, as you might expect, Rama is one of the main deities of Hinduism. A reference to Vishnu, which is one of the main deities of Hinduism. Basically, Vishnu is a deity who takes various avatars from time to time. Whenever the world needs to be protected from evil or from destructive forces, not unlike like the Avatar from Last Airbender, that whole concept as well. But the seventh avatar of Vishnu was Rama, also known as Ram or Ramachandra. Rama is often depicted as a figure with blue skin, although this can vary. Some Hindu traditions are Rama-centric, in which like the main focus is that particular version of Vishnu. So, anyway, there you go. If you were wondering who the heck Rama was, I don't know that much about. I know a lot less about Hinduism and like non-Greek Norse mythologies or Egyptian mythologies, unfortunately. But there's a lot to look up there if anyone is ever interested. But let's see. Oh yeah, so my favorite part about my research about Asuri is I looked up Asuri's name, Hobbs, and Asuri could refer to several things, most of them from India. So Asuri is a word that refers to the language of the Asur people, which is based in India, so like an older people that used to live in that area. But,
Player one win.
Let's see. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think I think also the name Asuri has connections to a mythological creature called the Rakshasa. If you haven't heard of that, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, you may have heard of Rakshasa. Basically, they are a shape-shifting devil creature who's a carnivorous demon creature, and often they're shown with a tiger form, but their palms are on the backs of their hands, so their hands are kind of like on backwards, but they can also change shape to look like a normal human as well. So yeah, I think the name Asuri kind of, like I said, has connections to the whole Rakshasa legend. Rakshasas are originally from Indian lore. Ooh, the bot caught the bomb, but Lucian still has it. Nice. I did wonder if Asuri's origin story had any direct connections with legends or history or anything like that. I couldn't find anything.
She's one of those few legends that we know she has no connections with.
Like, she has very...
Like, in lore.
Like, sorry, what connections? Like, not many?
Yeah, there's not really. It's more or less like, in her lore, like Taros does.
Right. And it's more like if there are connections to other legends, it's always just interactions with them in Brawlhalla, which there are plenty of in other legend lore, but in Asuri's life, she was basically after the age of 12, she was pretty much alone as the tiger, as far as we know. But yeah, also, I mentioned this in the Queen Nai episode, but Katars, one of Asuri's weapons, is of Indian origin as well. So it is very appropriate that Asuri, who is from India, has Katars, as well as a sword as well. And although technically she uses claws, not Katars, but I think it's a very good way to interpret.
It's the best we can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. You would expect something like that. So, but yeah, I think that works quite well. I have no idea when Asuri lived in the real world. It's difficult to pinpoint that time because, I mean, there's mention of brigands, warlords, nobles, temple sacrifices, but that could apply to just about any time, really. Just about any time before British occupation of India. So or maybe even a little bit after that. I don't even know. But I guess if you want to look at the skins, there is a first day Asuri, and with modern day weapons. Ashley, you were mentioning that skin before we started recording here. But
The youngins get the cute skins, which is why Ada looks like trash.
why Ada looks like... Sorry, does Ada have a younger skin as well?
Yeah. No, Cross and Diana does.
Oh, Cross does look younger
are
in like in his beach skin.
horrible. Those are meant to be children. Those skins are meant to be children.
The beach ones?
The holiday skins that are out now, they're meant to be children.
Oh, I thought they were more meant to be like teenagers or college students.
Children.
Really?
They look like trash.
Oh, well, they look older than children, but whatever. But in any...
Kaya's first kindergarten skin kind of says something.
I mean, she is pretty young. I think she's actually... I can't remember if she's actually like 14 or something, but... Oh, Orion barely
14.
made it. But, yeah.
Yeah, he's making me really upset. Like, he just die? Die in that comments?
You did choose hard, so, you know, I feel like you might only have yourself to blame here. There we go.
Well, I'm still three-stocking them!
I see that there's actually a bit of a defect on the formatting of the Asuri page on my lore wiki. I'm gonna need to fix that. It's a simple fix. It's just I copied some of the text from when I wrote it somewhere else, and now it looks all white. So I have to fix that when I can. I don't have much else to say about Asuri. Ashley, we were talking a little bit before this about what her age might be.
I forever see she's young. Like, that's all I can think.
Yeah,
She's a youngin'.
which makes sense because she was 12 allegedly when she had her transformation, I guess.
At the least, she's 15, I'd say.
Yeah, although
Trust me, there are games where it's literal fan service, and they still have kids.
right, yeah, I'm well aware of that. I'm not entirely discounting that possibility, but the fact that, let's see, somewhere earlier in the lore it said, yeah, years might pass with only a giant paw print in the mud of the riverbank to prove that the tiger still prowled the forest between the villages. That tells me that a long time has passed since between when Asuri became the way she is now and when she...
No, wasn't that
entered
just
the-
like saying, like, hey, this is whenever the tiger came? Like, it's not. Wasn't that before?
It's described before in the lore, but like the way it's written is that the main part of the lore talks about the legend of the tiger, which we have to assume is Asuri, right? And but then it goes into a kind of a flashback when it says, as for the tiger, she barely remembered being a girl, like going back in time as to like, well, this is how the tiger came to be, because it's cool to hear about how awesome, or how BA the tiger Asuri is, but we'd also be curious as to how she got this way, and so that's how it is. So that's why I say she's probably older than 12. That is my speculation, admittedly, but that's what I would say. Years might pass when you see almost nothing from the tiger, and then, you know, one group of raiders after another would come, and she would lay waste to them.
At the least, we need canon ages, because the devs should know, like, hey, yeah, their community's gonna do something here.
As if they haven't already. But in any case, there is no official canonical age with Asuri. But my guess is she is probably well into adulthood by the time she was brought into Brawlhalla. It would take a little while for her to like kind of garner up the amount of battle prowess and feats to catch Bryn's attention. But again, that is all just my speculation based on what I read. So anyone else can take it as they will, I suppose. But yeah, that's all I have for Asuri. But yeah, if there's nothing else, then thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, GG, fellow lore nerds.